a packed day today. 4 brilliant schools, 1 ultimate goal. Today is a day of high stakes, a day of high pressure, and a day of high IQs. Who will outthink, who will outspace, who will outshine the rest to be crowned the Senior Shark Season 8 champion? The first semi-final contest is between St. Peter's Senior High School and St. Augustine's College. My name is Noble Crosbyan, and I'll be your quiz master for this contest between St. Peter's Senior High School and St. Augustine's College. Let's start first with introductions of the school, starting with St. Augustine's College.
Daniel, General Science final year.
Joshua Peja, General Science final year.
Kojo Bomboting, General Science final year.
A.Q. Theophilus, General Science final year.
Please put your hands together for them. St. Augustine's College, they're facing off against St. Peter's Senior High School, represented by
Anna Kelvin Kopna, General Science final year.
Vladimir Abasimi, General Science final year.
Abuni Manuel, General Science final year.
Pidiako Alfred, General Science final year.
contestants. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round 1. Round 1 is the right corner round. In this round, the schools have 2 minutes to answer 8 questions on social literacy. The correct answer will attract 10 points. The wrong answer will attract no deduction. You can pass once if you don't have an answer readily available. Please listen carefully to round 1. I'm starting round 1 with St. Augustine's College, your set of questions. If a government imposes a minimum price on a commodity, A, market doesn't respond to the changes. B, the market will be cleared in the short term. C, excess supply over demand occurs. And D, government regulation is no longer needed.
Pass.
A major disadvantage of a capitalist economy is that A, it leads to low production of goods and services. B, requires a large number of officials to operate. C, consider individual consumer satisfaction. And D, worsens income inequality among citizens.
C.
C is incorrect. Which of the following factors is not a cause of diminishing returns? A, increase in variable input. B, land fragmentation. C, constant technology. D, technical innovation.
Pass.
This river contains Kunta Kinte Island, which was a former hub of the transatlantic slave trade. This river, which rises in the Fujalong Highlands, includes the city of Jofure along its banks. This river discharges into the Atlantic at the city of Banjul. For the point, name this West African river which serves...
River Gambia.
Say again?
River Gambia.
The Gambia River is correct. This country's Mwankun ruins were largely destroyed by American bombing campaigns in the late 1960s. More than 2 million bombs were dropped in this country
Laos.
from... That is also correct. Your 6th question. The city contains Chimlong Paradise, which its country's largest amusement park. This city is home to the only completed opera house designed by Zaha Hadid. This Pearl River Delta city was once known as the City of Rams, the capital of Guangdong Province. For the point, what is the city in southern mainland China, which was formerly known as the West of Canton? The
Pass.
West of Canton.
Pass.
Located between the Andes Mountain and the Chilean coastal range, this desert formed due to a rare two-sided rain shadow. For the point, name this desert in the northern
Number 1
Chile.
is B.
1A.
Say again.
Number 1A.
Number 1A is incorrect. Put your hands together for them. St. Peter's, your set of questions. And just like you've seen in the semi-final round, it is tougher than you're used to. You have 2 minutes to answer these questions. Which of these hinders the division of labor in manufacturing? A, excessive demand for the product. B, low level of technology. C, excess supply of labor. D, increase in the export of goods. Say again. B is correct. Speak up. Which production cost varies inversely with output? A, total fixed cost. B, marginal cost. C, average fixed cost. And D, average costs. C is incorrect. Cooperative societies are formed mainly to A. Assist producers in maximizing profits, encourage thrift and credit among members, promote and maintain the welfare of members, break the monopoly of private companies.
C.
C is correct. This country, home to the largely impenetrable Sad Swamp, is the world's youngest internationally recognized state, having become independent in 2001. For the point, name this African country which split from a similarly named country governed from Khartoum and whose own
South
capital, South Sudan, is correct. Your fifth question. This body of water's watermost arm is known as the Bohai Sea. Arms of this body of water separate the Ludong and the Shandong peninsulas from the mainland. Both the Huanghe and the Walu rivers discharge into a body of water.
Yangtze River.
Say again.
Yangtze River.
Yangtze River is incorrect. This city's neighborhood of Plaka is locally known as the neighborhood of the gods due to its proximity to many archaeological sites. The long walls connected to the city to which port of Pyrrhus during the Polynesian War, and its adjacent Acropolis hosts the Parthenon. For the point, name this ancient city-state and modern capital of Greece, the so-called birthplace
Athens.
of Athens is correct. In 1899, Halford Mackinder claimed to be the first person ever to climb this mountain. This mountain is the main water catchment area for the Tana River. The largest river in this mountain is namesake country. For the point, name the second tallest mountain in Africa.
Mount Kenya.
That is correct. One of these structures named for the Gurami people is located in southern Brazil and is composed. Put your hands together for them. St. Peter's Senior High School, question 2. The answer you provided, average first cost, is correct. Contestants, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of round 1. Before we begin round 2, we'll take some substitutions from the schools. For St. Augustine's College, who do we have here?
Boafo Nanabing.
You're welcome, Wafo. And for St. Peter's Senior High School, who do we have here?
Tony Francis Kafu.
Francis, you're welcome. Contestants, before we begin round 2, this is what the scoreboard says. At the end of round 1, St. Augustine College, they had 20 points. And leading round 1 is St. Peter's Senior High School with 60 points. Contestants, ladies and gentlemen, those of you joining us on any of our social media platforms, welcome to round 2. Round 2 is the R-Cube round. In this round, the questions will focus on reading, writing, and arithmetic. Each school is posed a question for a maximum of 10 points. A wrong answer will attract a penalty of 5 points. If a school gets an answer wrong or decides not to attempt a question, it will be passed on immediately as a bonus to the competing school for a maximum of 5 points for a correct answer or a deduction of 5 points for a wrong answer. This is a preamble to both schools. You are required to choose the odd one out. Your major question, St. Peter's Senior High School. Splenetic, beatific, choleric, airful.
B.
B is correct. Augasco, same preamble. Putrescent, vivify, curious, necrotic. Kojo?
B. B.
B is correct. Pasco, capricious, whimsical, fickle, consistent. Alfred?
D.
D is correct. St. Augustine's, obloquy, reproach, commendation, calumny. Kojo?
C.
C is correct as well. Pasco, spell correctly by providing the missing letters. This word means a complex, ornate design or a ballet posture with one leg extended. The word is this: A-R-B-S-Q-E. Alfred?
The letters are A, E, U.
A-E-U is correct. St. Augustine's. Spell correctly by providing the missing letters. This word means dull, lacking in imagination or excitement. Your word, P, R, dash, S, dash, dash, C. Kojo?
The letters are O, A, and I.
O, A, and I is correct. Pascal, this word means belonging to a period other than being portrayed. It also means outdated or out of place in time. Your word, A, N, dash, C, H, R, dash, N, dash, S, T, I, C. Alfred.
The letters are A, O, I.
A, O, I is correct. Augusto, spell correctly by providing the missing letters. The word means believable or credible. This is the word. P, L, dash, dash, S, I, dash, L, E. Kojo?
So the letters are A, U, and B, spelling plausible.
A, U, and B is correct. Put your hands together for them. The major question, Persco. You have 30 seconds within which to provide an answer. Let's do some maths. In a chemistry lab, there were exactly enough beakers, test tubes, and Bunsen burners such that every 3 students shared a beaker, every 4 students shared a test tube, every 5 students shared a Bunsen burner. If the total number of beakers, test tubes, and Bunsen burners used was 94, how many students were in the class? Francis?
120 students.
That is correct. St. Augustine's. A school is conducting a physics experiment with springs, weights, and measuring tapes. Every 4 students share a spring, every 6 students share a weight, every 8 students share a measuring tape. If the total number of springs, weights, and measuring tapes used was 91, how many students participated in the experiment? Yes.
168 students.
168 students is correct. First off, a set of 40 bow ties is placed in 40 identical and marked boxes with the following distribution: 14 black bow ties, 12 red bow ties, 8 blue bow ties, 6 green bow ties. What is the least number of boxes that must be selected to be sure that at least 7 bow ties of the same color are found? Francis?
35 boxes.
35. That is incorrect. Yes?
25.
25 is correct. St. Augustine's. A drawer contains 8 red, 8 blue, 8 green, 8 yellow, and 8 purple socks, each placed in 40 identical compartments with 1 sock per compartment. What is the least number of compartments that must be opened to be sure that at least 6 socks of the same color are found? Daniel?
31.
31 is incorrect. Persco?
Pass.
The answer I'm looking for is 26. Persco? Your measure question. The points 4 and 1 lies on the graph of the inverse of the function f of x is equal to x cubed plus 3x plus b. Find the value of b. Augusto.
Negative 75.
Negative 75 is incorrect. The answer is 0. Pascal. Point 3 and 2 lies on the graph of the inverse of f of x is equal to 2x cubed plus x plus a. The value of a is yes.
Negative 15.
Negative 15 is correct. Now to the two schools listening. For the following set of questions, you'll be giving a common statement. Carefully consider the statement and the conditions and answer the question that is posed to your school. This is the statement. 4 employees, Alan, Brian, Chloe, and Dinah, must be assigned to 4 different work shifts. There's morning, afternoon, evening, and night. The assignment follows these rules. If Alan works the morning shift, then Brian must work the evening shift. Chloe and Dinah cannot work consecutive shifts. If Dinah works the night shift, then Alan cannot work the morning shift. Your major question is this, and this is to you, Pascal. If Alan works the morning shift, what must be true? A, Brian works the afternoon shift. B, Chloe works the night shift. C, Brian works the evening shift. D, Diana works the afternoon shift. Let's go.
C.
C is correct. C is correct. Let's go. This is your major question. Based on that statement, if Chloe works the afternoon shift, which of the following must be true? A, Alan works the morning shift. B, Brian works the evening shift. C, Diana works the night shift. And D, Alan works the night shift. Daniel.
C.
C is correct. Contestants, ladies and gentlemen, by extension, we've come to the end of round 2. But while we wait for the scoreboard for the STEM round, I'd like to remind you that the STEM round, the questions are posed to both schools. The schools can buzz at any point while the question is being read for a maximum of 10 points for a correct answer and a deduction of 5 points for a wrong answer. The question will then be read fully and immediately passed on to the other school for a chance at a bonus worth 10 points for a right answer and a deduction of 5 points for a wrong answer. So this is the rule governing round 3. But before we begin round 3, at the end of round 2, St. Peter's Senior High School, they had 45 points. Leading round 2 is St. Augustine's College with 70 points. Contestants, ladies and gentlemen, if you're ready, let's begin round 3, the STEM round. And this is to the two schools. This is to the two schools. Which radiation is known for its ability to cause chemical changes in DNA, is considered mutagenic, and includes Pascal?
Gamma radiation.
Say again.
Gamma radiation.
Gamma radiation is incorrect. Theophilus?
Ultraviolet radiation.
Ultraviolet radiation is correct. To the two schools, what type of mutation is caused by insertions or deletions of nucleotides? Daniel?
Frame shift mutation.
Frame shift mutation is correct. to the two schools. What are the 4 key factors used to evaluate the quality of experimental results in biological research? State all 4. The 4: precision, accuracy, reliability, and validity. To the two schools, what type of bond is formed between carbon and halogen in alkyl halides due to the difference in electronegativity? Pascal.
Ionic bond.
Ionic bond is incorrect. Theophilus.
Dipole-induced dipole bond.
Say that again.
Dipole-induced dipole bond.
That is correct. To the two schools, let's do some calculations. Now listen carefully. A string is wrapped over the edge of a uniform disc, and it's free and is fixed, and its free end is fixed to the ceiling. The disc moves down, unwinding without slipping the string with an acceleration equal to A, 2/3 times G, B, 3/2 times G, C, 2/7 times G, and D, 1/2 times G. The answer I'm looking for is A, 2/3 times G. The last question to end round 3. Find the acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the moon, given that the mass of the moon is 1/80 times that of the Earth, and the diameter of the moon is 1/4 times that of the Earth. Use acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the Earth to be equal to 10 meters per second squared. Yes.
8 meters per second squared.
Say that again.
8 meters per second
8
squared.
meters per second squared is incorrect. The answer is 2 meters per second squared. Put your hands together for them, please. Contestants, that's the end of round 3. We have one more round to go. At the end of round 3, St. Peter's Senior High School, they had minus 10 points. St. Augustine's College leading round 3 with 20 points. Please put your hands together for them. Contestants, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round 4. Before we begin round 4, we'd like you to leave on stage your experts in English language, because round 4, also known as the G-Money round, in this round, the students are paired on 4 areas. 2 questions are asked per subject area for a maximum of 10 points for a right answer. No deduction for a wrong answer. In this round, G-Money is given to the school 150 cedis for every correct answer provided in this round. So, get your G-Money wallets loaded now. Kojo and Alfred, welcome. You have 10 seconds to do this. What is the term for a recurring element that... Kojo?
A motive.
Say that again.
A motive.
A motive is correct. Kojo, Alfred, listen carefully. I'm going to spell a word that I have scrambled. But this word means a person attracted to foreign people or culture.
Xenophilic.
That's incorrect. So, yours, Kojo, yes.
A xenophile.
A xenophile is correct. Thank you. Mathematics. Daniel, Francis, welcome. I have 2 questions for you. Now, 2 trains are 100 kilometers apart and moving toward each other. One train travels at 60 kilometers per hour and the other at 40 kilometers per hour. A bird starts flying from one train to the other at 80 kilometers per hour, back and forth until the trains meet. How many kilometers does the bird fly? Daniel.
80 kilometers.
80 kilometers is correct. To the 2 schools. Last question for mathematics. What is the smallest positive integer, n, such that n factorial is divisible by 1,000? 15 seconds. Daniel.
30.
30 is incorrect. Francis.
1,000.
Say that again.
1,000.
1,000. Ladies and gentlemen, 1,000 is also incorrect. Thank you. Science. The answer is 15. 1-5. Theophilus, Emmanuel, you have 30 seconds to provide an answer. A convergent lens has a focal length of 20 centimeters in air. It is made of a material refractive index 1.5. If it is immersed in water of refractive index 4/3, what will be the new focal length? Emmanuel.
10 centimeters.
Say again.
10
centimeters is incorrect. Theophilus.
40 centimeters.
40 centimeters is also incorrect. The answer is 80 centimeters. To the 2 schools. While I am often associated with inflammation, pain, and fever, my effects go beyond discomfort. I am a group of lipids produced at the site of injury or infection. I play a role in smooth muscle contraction, including those in the uterus during menstruation and labor. My influence is often short-lived, but I'm crucial in responding to signals that help the body heal and adjust. Who am I? Theophilus.
Histamine.
Say again.
Histamine.
Histamine is incorrect. Emmanuel.
Chemokines.
That's also incorrect. The answer is prostaglandins. Thank you. General knowledge. Calvin, Joshua, welcome. Identify this African serial entrepreneur famous for his do hard things mantra. African serial entrepreneur. He's famous for his #do hard things mantra. Kelvin?
Joseph Annan.
No, his name is Fred Swanica. Last question. Identify the picture. Kelvin?
Pinoid.
That's incorrect. Joshua?
Ayas.
That's also incorrect. That's incorrect. That's the logo of PSV Eindhoven. All other contestants, please. At the end of round 4, St. Peter's Senior High School, they had 0 points. And winning round 4 is St. Augustine's College with 30 points. Please put your hands together for them. Contestants, ladies and gentlemen, what a contest it has been. Brains battled and hearts raised. And when the dust settled, St. Augustine's College, they stood tall with 140 points, securing their tickets to the grand finale of the Senior Sharks Quiz Competition Season 8. And to St. Peter's Senior High School, thank you so much for coming. It's been a great contest with you participating. Wish you all the best in your future endeavors, but that would be it for you. St. Augustine's College, we'll see you at the finals. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Noble Crosbyan, and I'm being the quiz master for this contest. I'll see you again some other time. Bye-bye.
Hello and welcome to the beautiful Nat Hall in Adabraka, where we're holding our second semi-final to the Sharks Quiz Season 8 Senior Edition. We have two teams vying to join St. Augustine's College in the final. Our teams are PRESEC Legon and St. Hubert Seminary SHS. I'll ask our team members to introduce themselves. The team from PRESEC, do please introduce yourselves.
Plenam Promo, our team, General Science Final Year.
Azuma Elijah Delali, General Arts Final Year.
Konu Sedinam Kwesi Bedasi, General Science Final Year.
Ifa Papa Kojotoku, General Science Final Year.
That's our team from PRESEC Legon. Our team from PRESEC Legon. Now from the team from St. Hubert's Seminary. Do introduce yourselves.
Richard Nixon, General Science Final Year.
Kampusi Ishmael, Wadadebam, Business Final Year.
Bedu Edmond, General Arts Final Year.
Michael Dropon, General Science Final Year.
Right, so 4 rounds stand between our two teams and a place in the final. The first round is the right corner round. 2 minutes, 8 questions. Each question, 10 points. Any questions that you're not sure of, you just say pass, and I will go back and give you another chance. Are we ready? St. Hubert's get the first set of questions, and your time starts after I've read the first question. Are we ready, St. Hubert's? Okay. Question 1. The mining sector of an economy contributes 60% to the gross domestic product, the GDP. If the sector's contribution amounts to $324, what is the total GDP of that economy?
Pass.
All right. The increase in demand for a commodity may lead to a decrease in the demand for another if both are A, in complementary demand, B, of the same quality, C, in composite demand, or D, in competitive demand.
Competitive demand. Competitive.
Competitive demand is correct for the 10 points. This empire was ruled under the Kurukian Fulkas constitution, which established the Bara legislature. A victory of the Battle of Kirina solidified this empire's rule over the Soso leaders. Question 4. This successor of John Smith was investigated after his party accepted loans in exchange for peerage appointments in the Cash for Honor scandal. The Prime Minister backed George W. Bush's invasion of Afghanistan and Iraq. For 10 points, name this new Labour Prime Minister of Great Britain from 1997 to 2007.
Pass.
This leader had a nuclear bunker built in the city of Bodolite. This ruler came to power at the end of the civil war sparked by the succession of the Katanga region by Laurent Desire Kabila. Overthrew him during the First Congo War. For 10 points, name this former dictator of Zaire.
Mobutu Sese Seko.
You're correct for 10 points. In this body of water, the Buduma people inhabit the Bogomeran archipelago. During the Seyfuya dynasty, a highway between Tripoli and this lake traded horses for slaves from the Borno Empire, Niger, Nigeria, Cameroon share for a point, which shallow lake in the African Sahel.
Number 1A. Number 1A.
No, incorrect. I was looking for Lake Chad on that one, Lake Chad. We're out of time, and that's the end of the round for St. Hubert. Right, PRESEC Legon, are we ready for our set of questions? 2 minutes, 8 questions. Pass if you're unsure. I will come back if we have time. If the quantity demanded of a commodity increases from 20 units to 30 units when there is an increase in price from $4 to $5, the elasticity demand is what?
Pass.
The supply curve of a locally produced good may shift to the right if there is an increase in taxes on inputs, B, government increases subsidies, C, rural-urban migration is encouraged, or D, the price of a commodity increases.
D.
D is incorrect. I was looking for B. Which Russian Tsar developed the repressive Oprychnina state policing system and accidentally murdered his son during a dispute?
Pass.
Passing on that one. The holder of this title, named Mohammed Ibn Gao, was said to have disappeared while attempting to sail across the Atlantic Ocean. The first holder of this title, who won the Battle of Kirina against Sumaguru, was Sundiata Keita. Later holders of this title reigned from Timbuktu. For 10 points, give the title of the Empress of Mali, which are held in early 14th century by Musa I.
Pass.
You're passing. This man's sexual assault trial in 2005, held in the Gauteng province, drew crowds that sang Umshini
Pass.
Wami. This country's first president founded the Kama Cha Mampudusi Party and created a policy of villagization based on the concept of Unjama. This man outlined his socialist policy principles in the Arusha Declaration. For the point, name this African country that was ruled by Julius Nyerere. And
Tanzania.
Tanzania is correct. Question 7. This politician once publicly blamed his resignation on a conspiracy by Nicolas Sarkozy.
Question 1, inelastic. Question 1, inelastic.
It is incorrect. I was looking for 2 there. That's the end of the round for PRESEC Legon. Right, so at the end of the right corner round, PRESEC Legon 10 points, St. Hubert Seminary 20 points. Right, we are going to move on to round 2, the R-cubed round. But before then, we have newbies on both teams. So for PRESEC Legon, who do we have?
Caleb Nyamiche, General Science, final year.
Welcome to the team. And from St. Hubert Seminary, we have?
Latte Prince William.
You are welcome to the team. So here are the rules for round 2, the R-cubed round. You are going to be asked questions in the areas of reading, writing, and arithmetic. Each school is going to be posed a question for a maximum of 10 points. Should they get it wrong, they get a penalty of 5 points. If you get your answer wrong or you decide not to answer, I will pass it on to the other team for them to immediately give me an answer for a bonus for 5 points. Should they get it wrong, they also lose 5 points. Are we clear on that? Okay? Right, so the first of these questions goes to PRESEC Legon. The preamble will stay the same until I say otherwise to both teams. Your preamble is on word registers. You are to complete the sentence with the most appropriate word from the list I give you. So, PRESEC, you get the first of these. The policy was seen as dash, sparking outrage among citizens. Is it A, lenient, B, draconian, C, democratic, or D, utilitarian?
Draconian.
Draconian is correct for the 10 points. St. Hubert, your question. Same preamble. The director's approach was dash, dismissing all concerns without thought. A, strategic, B, cavalier, C, considerate, or D, deliberate? B is correct for cavalier. Same preamble, PRESEC Legon. His dash lifestyle eventually caught up with him. Is it A, abstemious, B, hedonistic, C, pragmatic, or D, meticulous?
Hedonistic.
Hedonistic is correct for the 10 points. St. Hubert, you get the last of this preamble. The speaker's voice was dash, resonating through the grand hall. Was it A, transient, B, resonant, C, stentorian, or D, turbulent? I'm listening.
B.
B is incorrect. For the bonus, immediate to PRESEC.
C. Stentorian.
C is correct for the bonus. Right, we're moving on to a new preamble, the first of which goes to PRESEC Legon. I'm going to define a word. I'm going to spell it and leave some gaps. You've got to tell me which letters go into the gaps in the correct order, please. Are we ready? Your word is defined as a lengthy and aggressive speech. Spelled H-R-A-N-U-.
The letters are A, G, and E.
You are correct for 10 points. Same preamble, St. Hubert. Your word is defined as the state of finding it hard to get out of bed. The word is spelled D-S-N-A. Missing letters, please. Yes.
The letters are Y-A-I.
Excellent. The word we're looking for was dysania. 10 points for St. Hubert. Same preamble, PRESEC Legon. Your word is defined as another name for a beggar. And your word is spelled -E-D-I-A-N-T. Missing letters, please.
The letters are M, N, and C.
You are correct for 10 points. Same preamble for St. Hubert. Defined as the condition of being untruthful. Your word is spelled -E-D-A-I-T-Y. Missing letters in the correct order for me, please.
Pass.
You're passing. For the bonus,
The letters are M, N, and C.
you are correct for the bonus. Right. We're moving on to some maths questions. The first of the maths question is going to go to PRESEC Legon. You have 30 seconds for all maths questions. Your question. A bag contains 50 blue and 50 red balls. What is the least number of balls that must be removed so that the ratio of the blue to red balls becomes 5:7? I'm listening.
16.
16 is correct. 10 points. St. Hubert, your maths question. A box has 80 green and 60 yellow balls.
Pass.
What is the minimum number of balls that must be removed so that the ratio of the green to yellow balls becomes 7:9?
Pass.
You're passing. All right, you have the rest of the time, PRESEC Legon. I'm listening.
44.
You are correct for the bonus. Right, PRESEC, your maths question. A team of 10 surgeons can perform 50 kidney transplants or 80 heart bypasses in a day. If 15 surgeons work and perform 45 kidney transplants, how many heart bypasses can they complete in the remaining time? 10 seconds remaining. I'm listening, PRESEC.
48.
48 is correct. St. Hubert, your question. A hospital has 12 surgeons who can perform either 72 tumor removals or 90 hip replacements in one day. If 18 surgeons work and complete 60 tumor removals, how many hip replacements can they finish in the remaining time?
Pass.
You're passing. All right, over to PRESEC for the bonus.
60.
60 is correct. Right, PRESEC, your question. A radioactive material loses 50% of its mass every 10 hours. If the initial mass is 400 grams, what percentage remains after 30 hours? Right, I'm listening.
12.5%.
12.5% is what I'm looking for, yes. Yeah. St. Hubert, your question. An algae colony grows 2 times its original size every 3 days. If the initial colony size is 10 cells, what is the percentage increase by day 12? Right, PRESEC Legon for the bonus.
1,500%.
1,500% is correct. We have 2 more questions left. I want both schools to listen to me clearly. For the following set of questions, you will be given a common statement. Carefully consider the statement and the conditions and answer the question posed to your school. This is the statement. A book is to be translated into at least one of the following 5 languages: French, German, Hindi, Spanish, and Russian, according to the following 3 conditions. Condition 1, if it's translated into French, it is also translated into German. If it's translated into Spanish, it will not be translated into German. And 3, if it is translated into Hindi, it must be translated into Russian. First question goes to PRESEC for the 3rd statement. If it is not translated into Hindi, it must be translated into Russian. Right? Okay. Your question, PRESEC. Which 2 languages cannot be translated together? Are they A, French and German, B, Hindi and Russian, C, French and Spanish, or D, Spanish and Hindi? A, B, C, or D?
B.
Right.
B.
B is incorrect.
C.
C, you buzzed. You are correct for the bonus, St. Hubert. Right, so you get the last question of this round. If the book is translated into Russian, what is the maximum number of languages it could be translated into? Is it A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, or D, 4? I'm listening. 3 is correct for the 10 points. Right, that brings us to the end of the R-cubed round. Let's see what the scoreboard is looking like at the end of round 2, the R-cubed round. Right, our scores are in, and at the end of the R-cubed round, St. Hubert Seminary, 30 points, PRESEC Legon, 90 points. All right, so we're now going to move on to round 3, the STEM round. Questions are posed to both schools. A school can buzz in at any time as I read a question. For a correct answer, they get 10 points. For an incorrect answer, there's a deduction of 5 points. If I have not finished reading the question, I will continue to read the question for the other school to get the opportunity to pick up a 10-point bonus. But again, should they get it wrong, they lose 5 points. 10 questions, first of which begins with question 1. What is the structure formed through the infoldings of the inner mitochondrial membrane? That is PRESEC Legon.
Christy.
Christy is correct for the 10 points. Question 3. Which membrane-bound organelle may trigger apoptosis after its rupturing? That is PRESEC Legon.
Mitochondrion.
Incorrect. I will continue reading. After its rupturing, a function often misattributed to mitochondria or peroxisomes. I'm listening.
Golgi bodies.
It's not Golgi body. I was looking for a lysosome. Lysosome. Okay? Question 4. Which compound is formed in garlic when an enzyme catalyzes the conversion of a sulfur-containing substrate following cell damage? All right, note takers, I was looking for allicin. Allicin. All right? Which material consists of a single layer of hexagonally arranged carbon atoms 200 times stronger than steel? That is St. Hubert.
Carbon nanotube.
Repeat.
Carbon nanotube.
It's incorrect. Yes.
Graphene.
Graphene is correct. Question 7. Name the term defined as the sum of the individual powers to which the concentrations are raised in a... I'm listening, PRESEC Legon.
It is
No, I'm going to hand it over.
Order of a reaction.
St. Hubert.
Order of a reaction.
Correct. Correct, St. Hubert. Right, next question is calculation, so you get 30 seconds for it, all right? A body weighs 64 newtons on the surface of the Earth. What is the gravitational force on it due to the Earth at a height half the radius of the Earth? Acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the Earth is 10 meters per second squared. Right, we're out of time. I was looking for 28.44 newtons there. Last question of the STEM round. At what speed will the velocity head of steam of water be equal to 40 centimeters, given that gravitational pull is 10 meters per second squared? Okay, again, timed out. I was looking for 280 centimeters per second or 2.83 meters per second. That brings us to the end of the STEM round. All right, so our scores are in, and at the end of the STEM round, St. Hubert Seminary, 0. PRESEC Legon, 15 points. A round of applause, please. Okay, so we're now moving on to our final round, the one-on-one round, also dubbed the G-Money round, where every correct answer attracts 150 Ghana Cedi into the G-Money wallet. We're going to pair our specialists against each other in the areas of English, maths, science, and general knowledge. 10 points for a correct answer, no deduction for an incorrect answer. So it's always worth guessing if you're not even sure. May I have my English specialist on the first lectern, and the other contestants, excuse me for the moment. Welcome, Nixon for St. Hubert and Sydenham for PRESEC Legon. Are we ready? Your 2 questions. I'm going to define a word for you, and I just need you to tell me what it is I'm talking about, right? The technique of hinting at events. Sydenham.
Foreshadowing.
You are correct. Second question. This question is a scrambled word. I'm going to define a word. I'll give you the letters of the word scrambled. You've got to unscramble them and give me the correct word. Your word is defined as an unsophisticated person from a rural area. The letters of your word are L, Y, E.
A yokel.
You are correct. Thank you to my English specialist. Welcome to my mathematicians. For St. Hubert Seminary, I have Ishmael, and for PRESEC Legon, I have Caleb. 2 maths questions. 10 points for a correct answer. Answer the moment you buzz in. Your first question. How many 4-digit numbers can be formed using the digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, if no digit is repeated, I'm listening.
300.
Incorrect. I will continue. If no number is repeated, and the number must be even. Ishmael, you have all 30 seconds. I'm listening, Ishmael. 120 is incorrect. I was looking for 156. 156, okay? Your second maths question. Two positive numbers, A and B, are in the sequence 4A, B, 12. The first three numbers form a geometric sequence, and the last three numbers form an arithmetic sequence. What is B minus A? The sequences are 4, A, B, 12. 10 seconds remaining. Ishmael, I'm listening.
4 minus A.
Incorrect. Time is up. The answer was 3. 3 was what I was looking for. May I have my scientist up here, please? Right, welcome, scientists. I have Prince for St. Hubert Seminary and Papa Kojo for PRESEC Legon. You have 2 questions in science. Your first question is a calculation question, so you get 30 seconds for it. A 2-kilogram block slides 4 meters on a rough surface with a coefficient of friction of 0.25. Find the initial speed if it stops after 4 meters. Use gravitational pull to be 10 meters per second squared. We're out of time. We were looking for 4.4 meters per second. All right, on that one. Second question. I'm going to be reading about something. I just want you to tell me what I am reading about. I stand guard between your blood and the brain. A protective... Papa Kojo.
Blood-brain barrier.
You are correct with blood-brain barrier. May I have my social scientist on stage, please? Our final 2 specialists in the final round of our second semi-final. Welcome, Michael for St. Hubert and Elijah for PRESEC Legon. You have 2 questions on general knowledge. Your first question is an audio. You're going to listen to the audio and identify the broadcaster who's speaking on it. He's the host of a popular weekend political show.
Government station on the latest Q3, that's data that they have collected.
Elijah.
Alfred Ukansi.
You are correct, Elijah. Right. Michael, can you see the monitor? Elijah, can you see that monitor? Okay. A picture is going to appear on the monitor. You just need to identify the individual for me, please. Elijah.
Nana Osebunsu II.
Correct. Right, that brings us to the end of the one-on-one round. Our scores are in for the one-on-one round. St. Hubert Seminary started as they finished, no points on the scoreboard. And PRESEC Legon, 50 points. So now who makes it through to the final of season 8 of the Sharks Quiz Senior Edition? So we are at the end of the second semi-final contest of the Senior Sharks Quiz season 8. St. Hubert Seminary, 50 points. A resounding win from PRESEC Legon. They scored 165 points and make it through to the final. St. Hubert's, You've had an exceptional journey this far. Well done, and I'm sure we'll see you in season 9, where you'll probably go further. Well done to you guys. PRESEC Legon, an exceptional performance. We'll see you in the final. All right?